So in this video I would like to tell you how you can install the necessary tools to use Git with processing. So first you go to gitcm.com, which is the website for which has a lot of information on Git. It has documentation part, which you can see it has a reference manual. You can go to Git Basics if you want to read it, but there is a lot of chapters and a lot of information. And then it has as well downloads, community. But what we are interested now is this download. This is the download for the Git client. They also advertise to get, and now it's being downloaded over here. And now it's downloaded, so I start up its installation process, and I say yes, and then we continue installing Git. So we say yes to the license. We remember that it's going to be placed in your x86 or whatever is your directory for program files, Git, and then you have to select components. I recommend you put the shortcut to put the shortcut on desktop, because you'll need some access to the Git tools from desktop, and then obligatory leave this Windows Explorer integration and advanced context menu. Keep in mind that actually if you untick it and you tick it back, it selects this one first, but you select advanced context menu, Git Cheetah plugin. It's actually a very convenient way to do your Git uh, jobs and everything, so you should do that. Next, create start menu folder, Git. That's okay. I recommend you create this because you will need to access those tools somehow. Then over here, if you choose this one, you'll only be able to use Git by clicking on desktop icon or by clicking start menu or selecting the Explorer context menus. If you select this, then you will be able to run it from Windows command prompt. What does it mean? It means that if you go here and click run, if you open the run box like this, and then you open the command window, then you will be able, if you choose this option, you will be able to type here Git, and it will work. Otherwise, if you only choose this one, then you'll have to get into Git through the click. So we'll choose this one in order so that we have a convenient option to use Git from the shell. Then these three options are talking about line endings. It's not, you don't really need to worry about this one. It's just you can, if you work on Windows, you just check out Windows style and commit Unix style endings, and that's it. Just select this one, then you will be able to edit your files with any Windows editor and not to worry about what's the end of line symbol, CRLF, or is it just LF or whatever. So just for Windows use this one, for Mac or other systems you can use this one. So now the installation process is happening. Whilst it's being installed, I can take you back to this page, and there is actually a reference to the book ProGit, and this is a nice book. So actually I would recommend you to read this book or to buy this book. You'll need a reference to Git from time to time. Then the Git setup has completed. It's very good. So now the Git is installed. So what do I have now? Now if I go to the programs and I type Git, it will show me that it has two options, Git Bash and Git GUI. And actually it has a Git executable, but usually we won't be using it directly. What is Git Bash? Git Bash is this command line prompt, which is opening in your home directory. Which is showing, for example, this is your user directory, and this is from where we can use Git. And then also there is a second program called Git GUI, which opens this interface to create repositories and everything. We won't be using it exactly in our tutorial. You can figure out later on how to do things with this GUI. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. What we're going to be using is the command line interface. But there's one trick. Because you have installed the command line tools, this Cheetah plugin, you can actually open now your processing sketch folder, those documents, processing. And now if you right click on a folder, you'll have these three menu items: git init, git GUI, and git bash. And if you click on git bash, it will load the same git bash as here, except that your directory will be your directory you clicked on. And if you click git init, it will init the repository, new repository inside. I don't want to do that here, but that's when you're going to be we're going to be using this function often. So for us, the most important one is git bash. And just be sure that after installation you can right click on the folders and you have those menus.